Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name's Natalie and this is Sew Stitch Sew Nat. You can find me on Instagram as Sew Stitch Sew. I'm actually heading towards 500 followers on there, which is amazing. So yeah, thank you everyone. I hope everyone had a good holidays. We had my in-laws down. Good family Christmas. They've gone back home now. Yeah, lots of food, lots of sitting around. Need to get out, definitely need to get out. It's been very rainy the last 2 days here, although it seems to be dry at the minute and the sun's shining. Thank you for coming back if you're a regular subscriber. Hello to anybody new. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. I do generally post once a month, but not at a regular interval. Sometimes I'll squeeze the odd extra one in there. My channel's mainly about cross stitch. You get the odd occasional extra in there. I haven't done anything recently. I keep looking at my diamond painting kit that's upstairs that I haven't seen the light of day for 8 months. Yeah, because I started that when I broke my foot. Actually, no, it's more than that, because we got past the 1 year anniversary. Anyway, and more sewing than, but that's generally sort of finished sewing or project bags. Would like to do some other sewing, but just haven't got around to it. Need to sort my craft space out still upstairs. It's not fully sorted out yet. We're still in the midst of trying to sort everywhere out, and I'm rambling on about life at a WIP parade, so apologies. At the end I will talk about plans, and I think in between I'll probably say what I want to achieve for next year as well. There's a few extra plans on top of that. I've got notes beside me here. I'm going to go from oldest to newest. If you just want the goals, they're going to be at the end after the Jingle Ball block party by Hands On Designs, which is the last project. I did get down to 24. Yay! 24 by 24! As you can tell, I'm a little bit excited about that. Having had one parade which was, I want to say 50, but I think it was just under 50. So yeah, I've halved that. I think that was my first WIP parade, although I think there was a few UFOs in there. I have UFO 2 things this year, one of which was started this year. I might talk about those at the end, just before plans. Yeah, so should we get started? Right, so the plan is to show how like a stat screen with a before photo if I've got it. So this should be as at my last WIP parade. There's more things that have carried over from previous years than this year, if that makes sense. I think it's about 6 maybe that are new that won't have before photos towards the end. Sorry, I just had to cut that out. Started coughing a little bit. No one wants to see that. Yeah, so my before picture. And this project was actually started in 2020, which is Dimensions Gold Kit. Is it Dimensions Gold? No, it's just a Dimensions kit. Victorian charm, which I'm sure I've seen all over Flosstube. What's Facetube? Don't know what that is. I think I've done there down, but I'm not entirely sure. I started putting in another window basket there. My plan is to get that bottom window done next year, unless I get a strong headwind and decide I want to go for it. And that's on 18 count Navy Ada, supplied in the kit, with the kit threads, which there are some blended threads in there, so 1 strand of each colour to make 2 strands. I just use floss away bags for these. Literally just wrote on the number and the symbol. and that's just an Amazon bag. I don't want to say anything else on that. Yes, tips for dark dark. Have something light or white underneath, good light, and with that particular project a slightly thicker needle so the strands don't shred. I think it actually helps to find the holes somewhat, depending on what size count it is. So that started in 2020. So my next one, here's a before picture for that. You'll see there's not much movement. I didn't really get much of a touch, and that is the Darth Vader. So what it looked like when it's done. That came off eBay. I can't imagine it's still there, but I think I kind of tried to switch over to the Royal Rose method on this. I think I've done a bit more on his face. I don't know how many stitches he's had, probably not a lot. I was still trying to find the right setup to stitch on this. But hopefully with the things I've learnt recently, hopefully that will help with him as well. And that's on 25 count Lugana black, 2/2 with the kit threads, but not the kit fabric because that was an Ada. Sorry, my goal on him is to I think put 5 days in. I would like to see a little bit more progress, but we'll see. Next one is Caterpillar cross stitch. This was a sale, so I only got this picture. Oh, here are the stats. And if I can find a finished picture, I'll put it up here. So I've done 2 parts of, I would say 5 or 6, I can't remember. I swapped it out for an 18 count Foba, which is like a really thick weave. You stitch it, 1/1, 2/1 even. So I've done it quite thick. It almost, it's been a UFO before it's come back out since. Because what I was finding is it was slipping under the thread, the weave, sorry. Just to very much stab, pull it all through, come back up again. You can't pull through both sides, otherwise the thread will slip. But so that's 2 parts. My goal on that next year is to get another part done, and that's stitched with the kit DMC thread. Sorry, I think this is going to be a slightly choppy video because I keep coughing quite a lot. I might have to go and get another drink as well. I have got a cup of coffee to my side. So yeah, those 3 were started in 2021. I think we're still on 21. Okay, so 2 more projects for 21. So this is Twisted Band Sampler by Northern Needleworks Expressions with the specialty thread stitches, but the DMC colourway, because you can stitch in dinky dyes or Verisware. Didn't have the money to do that at the time. Actually, I'm not sure how much it costs. It costs a lot, we still haven't, but anyway. I've got this on a LB's clip-on slow frame. I think it's a clip-on one anyway. So this will go in my Lowry stand. Motivation to keep me going. I am on the 5th colourway, but you can't quite see the colourway. I think I said in a previous video I went to pick this up and realised I'd done something completely wrong and had to rip a load of stuff out, so I wasn't best happy. I thought I'd got more of the way through that band. Might get some more love before the year end. It's on my WIP Goal board and my goal. So all my goals are on my WIP goal board. So obviously you've got 25 slots, I've still got 13 through. The goal is to do another band. But I think ideally I might like to actually finish the band that I'm doing before I do that. So we'll see. We're on it's Thursday the 28th today of December 2023. So yeah, it's getting to the point now to get to the top of a band, to the bottom of a band. I've got to scroll up and down as well. And this is made by me. So yeah. Oh, it's on a 36 count new Edinburgh linen. That's why I go. I was thinking Newcastle, I was thinking no, that's 40 count. No, there's another one. Netflix and Stitch sale. So you've got 2 parts each month. You choose between which one you want. The blocks aren't quite the same size, but along that row they're the same size, and then the top and bottom ones are the same. So what I've done is here's the before picture. I keep forgetting the before picture. Did all around the outside. Might get stuck. Did all around the outside. So I chose The Crown, Stranger Things, Riverdale, You, Emily in Paris. And then we've got Ginny and Georgia, Lucifer, Queen's Gambit, Orange is the New Black, and then I want to do 3 of my own. And I've got an idea for those, which is Man vs. Bee, Breaking Bad, Floor is Lava. So I've got to do a bit jiggery pokery for those 3. And main reason it got put down, Eiffel Tower is no joke. Especially you've got 2 strands. This is either an 18 or a 16. I can't remember what I started on. Yeah, there's a lot of strands going through that trying to make the Eiffel Tower. Alright, so my next project is Christmas Gingerbread Village. Now they're no longer available on Etsy, but they have got an Instagram account which links through to another platform website where you can buy the patterns. I think this was on there. I did buy a pattern of hers the other day, which I will show in my next regular Flosstube. Hopefully I remember. Now this is massive, so I warn you now. It's on a 28 count. It's all I got, I can't remember. But that's where I'm at. And you'll know what percentage I'm on because I haven't got a note of it in front of me. I've got a feeling I've got quite a hefty goal on that. So that's stitched with a Call for DMC. It's at 40. Is it 41%? I want to get to 70% next year. Is the goal. It's at 41. I want to get to 70. And bearing in mind a lot of that work was done this year anyway. Jolly July and a WIP Go board. Hopefully that'll sort that one out. That was my last one for 2021, so we're now on to 2022. This is Stitching Book Club by Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. This is no longer available because it was limited run. So that's the if I can find a finished photo, I'll put it in. And this has been very much neglected. It's on a 32 count snow Belfast linen, with not quite the call for DMC, but a close approximation, given we all know what was going on in 2020. So yeah, goal on that is to complete a part, although I think I need to complete the part I'm on first. That's part 1 that we had. So yeah, I need to do that bottom band and finish the 2 things and do all the swirls and things. It did go into pattern keeper, but obviously not the back stitchy swirly bits, and that's in all the call for DMC. I just told you, please lie. No, I did substitute some of those DMC on that one. Yeah. So Jeanette Douglas. I know this always causes debate. I'm leaving it as it is. And if you know, you know. So I was working on this last night. It's got a load of hanging threads. It only got 1 day's love. So although I've stitched on all my projects this year, some got more love than others. So that's where I'm up to with that. And it's only a small. Ooh. I think mine's got a mind of its own. Yeah, it's only a small. I did this bit over here. The rest of that bit was done. I'd like to get that finished next year as a goal on that. I'm stitching that 1/1 on 40 count. Check me out. Newcastle linen. It's a Wygart cream. And it's got most of the call for threads apart from one that I couldn't get at the time, so I had to put DMC instead. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get to the point where I'm not cutting that out, but yes, that was colliards, but it's a strand vine that goes up here, so I thought you wouldn't really see it anyway. I did start that as part of March Madness 2022. And it only gets at an outing at that point for some reason. But I've got a needle hanging from somewhere. Let's put that in there. I'm going to pause for a second, have another drink, and get the next batch up for you. Yeah, because I need to zip and crinkle and all sorts for the next one. Right, so I've got the next batch out in front of me. This is all 2022, and then the next batch will be 2023. When you last saw, so this is my Eric and Michael's sampler box. This is my working copy. And then last time you saw me, and still, I was doing the letter L. I had the 1/1 writing to do at the bottom, which I still haven't done. I'll show the rest of these when I come to do the finish parade. I want to get this wording done before the end of the year, and then my goal is still a letter a month, and then when the cover's called I will miss out that letter for that month and concentrate on that. But the goal is to get it finished by the end of next year. Don't think it'll be FFO'd, we'll see. But yeah, I've done, so this will be the 10th, I'm over halfway, so I can't remember whether this is the 10th or the 11th letter. You're always shouting at the screen. And that's stitched on various 32 count linens with my own colour conversion. Yeah, that'll be a whole video in itself when it's done. I'm not looking forward to stitching the cover because it's 32 count black, but we'll see how we get on. I haven't even, so on these I've been mapping out where that's the edge of the page. I need to do that on the rest of the pages and the cover. And X, Y and Z are all on the same page. Z for the Americans. Yeah, anyway. I was about to go off on a complete tangent then, but I'm not going to. And I've got this stored in a great big pack, which I'm going to put down here so I've got some more room. And then the next thing I started, put the before photo up. So the last one didn't have a before photo because they're basically individual pages, so there isn't a before photo. So I was just thinking, this is 20, yeah, I must have started it and not got very far with it in 2022, the last one. So this is Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs. And I've been working on this last night and this morning. It only got 1 day's touch, and then I thought, it needs a bit more, really. And I've achieved a lot in that time. I've literally come all the way down there. And no, where are we? That side. I did that side. See, I've not filled in the flowers yet. And then some brickwork. I think I'd like to get the board finished and the brickwork finished before the end of the year, which it's not going to take that much, just to get those flowers in and fill those bricks in, and then I can concentrate on the middle. It's down for a finish next year, so we'll see what happens. That is in mainly the called for, except for old brick. I think there might be another DMC in there as well. Well, where's that come from? That's coming from that. So I'm getting an avalanche. And I'm bumping the table. Sorry. So my before photo for the next one. This is by Plum Street Samplers, which is Always Remember. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I'm planning on making some changes to this. I have now charted that out in an app. I want to say it's called Cross Stitch on the iPad, and I can't remember. I think it's a pay for. You pay up one fee and that's it. And it allowed me to do all this, count the stitches, find the threads, so a bit like Pattern Keeper, only you can design within it. But what I will say is you can't, once you've done an image, you can't like literally crop it and move it. It doesn't do that. That's what that's like. So it's done. This is where I'm up to. Like I said, it's a nice fill-in project. Oh, I didn't actually pick it up. Or did I? No, I didn't pick it up at the jingle ball because I was doing the little penguin cell. So yeah, I've got the house to fill in, more plants, more poppies, the flag, words, and that'll be done. And that's on a 32 count. Light blue linen by Zweigart. it's all in DMC. So I think it's a DMC conversion that was on the chart. Apart from the purple poppies that I will pop in, that have got me my own colourway. Okay, so the next one is Christmas Wreath. Here's the before picture. This is what I look like when it's done. I saw this on Roseal's channel. Coco Harmer Stitchery, she'd done it on a red and I absolutely loved it. That's showing up much brighter red than it actually is. It's more of a burgundy red. So yeah, that's as far as I've got. I've not even finished part 1. I put it down to complete a part. We'll see if it's part 1 or rest of part 1 and part 2, I don't know. They're quite hefty parts, so we'll see. If it's part 1, I'm happy with that. At least it's had progress, which is the main thing. And the next one is, so I put the before picture up. It's My Christmas List, or Christmas List. The name's not on. Oh no, yeah, My Christmas List. It's on the back. Which is Silver Creek samplers. That's what it looked like when it's done. So I've definitely done peace and peppermint, so but I've not stitched a dove in yet. I know that. That's what I'm doing at the minute. So it's hanging threads. This is on a 36 count country vintage mocha linen. That's where I'm up to. I've put that down for a finish as well. I wanted to finish it this year, but it's just not happened. Christmas stitching for gifts got in the way. Which were well received, by the way. But you'll see that in the finishes video. Yes, I did finish Balthazar off. The Pokemon song that I was doing for my son. And that is now framed and up on his wall. Well, it's not up on his wall. It will be. So I need to nab it really before I do my before I do my finishes video. Next one's a Sal. I did manage to get up a bit of head of steam doing 100 stitches a day, and then it kind of fell off the well side because I wasn't doing anything else. And I just got not fed up, but you know what I mean. So that's Beach Bliss Mini, artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Helena Designs. It's a bit of a blown up image of what it'll look like, and I'm up there. And this is the whole width, and it's on a 25 count Nagana 1/1 full cross. I was doing the Royal Rose method. It's kind of semi-am, but these are all the part threads. It just depends on how many stitches are in the next block and how far away it goes. And that's in all the call for DMC, of which there's a lot. Say. The next one is Friends Quotes by Stitch Area. Don't think this is still available, I could be wrong, but there are very similar patterns about. Did get some good progress on that this year. I can't remember. I think I put 5 days down, and that is where I'm up to on that one. On a 16 count white Ada. I think it was last year. I can't remember if I fixed that this year or last year, with a different, slightly different shades of the same dye lot issue. Yeah, so the plan is to come around here now, and then I've just got the bottom section to do. Yeah, so there's got the coffee cups and the friends bit going across the top, and then we've got all these bits going down the side there, to which then I can get going on that bottom section. Like I said, I think I put this down for 5 days touch, so with the lights being a bit funny because the clouds are coming over, so it's going to rain in a minute. More rain. Yeah, so my first long dog is opening Gambit. I'm stitching this on a 36 count 2/1 with cottage garden threads ampersand, and that is where I'm up to. And I can't remember what percentage that is, but it's a tiny bit at the corner. Yes, I have thought about doing the long day leap sow. Oops. Although I'd like to think I'd get that finished in 4 years, but we'll see. Technically it's taken more. We'll ever get to the next leap year, it'll have taken more. Then we've got the Love Quilts sow, which was a unicorn. I must admit I've not been on the Facebook page lately, but I know there's normally quite a lot of activity on there. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below. I haven't got a funny finished photo for that at the minute. It's in Call for DMC on 14 count white Ada. It has to be a certain size, and it has to be DMC or anchor threads on a Zweigart fabric because of the wash that they need to go through. And I just suddenly thought, if you're new to my channel, you might not necessarily know. If Quilts are a UK charity, they make quilts for children that are ill or have long-term life-limiting conditions. There's a Facebook page. You can sign up, you can stitch the stuff and send it to them in the post. Like I say, it's got to be something that's washable. You've got to wash it before you send it. I've got another one to send, but I need to check the dimensions of it because they changed the dimensions at the beginning of this year. So what I could do is add a couple of extra bits on it just to fill out the dimension, and then that will be ready to go as well. The goal on that one is to do another part. I've already completed 2 parts on it. I think there's 5 parts or 6 parts altogether. So yeah, I need to get a wriggle on that. It's not that difficult either. It doesn't go into Pattern Keeper, so it is just like I'll mark it off on the tablet. Right, I just need to lean across and get the chatelaine. Right, so next we've got my chatelaine, which is Evening in the Park. This was my New Year's Day start last year. This year. Stitched on a 32 count Country Vintage Mocha. Just to keep the cost down more than anything. It's a massive piece. Is that the right way up? No, that's the right way up. I can tell by that. So yeah, literally I think I've done some work in the middle, and I've done round here. Still quite a lot of work to go on this. It's stitched with mainly all the call for. There are a couple of substitutions because I couldn't get hold of them. Absolutely loving watching Jo from Belushi Stitches and hers. She's on part 6 already, which is absolutely amazing. I tend to stitch on this when there's no one in the house and I'm just chilling. Because it takes a bit of concentration, and it's just, but it's lovely to work with. I've literally, I know Jo said in her latest video about the rotation of the corners, but at the minute I've literally just like screenshotted it and printed it out. So I'm not sure what my plan is when I get to the bits that start to rotate. I'm not at that point yet. So that is that. Right, so from now on, sorry, bump the table. From now on, these are all 2023, so there's no before photos. This one was an inherited WIP. I've had to restart it. It's for a family member who's no longer cross stitching but would like the finished cross stitch bit back. So it's got the kit threads, but I've put my own aider with it. You can see I've sort of partially gridded it, maybe, with a sulky slither. And that's 14 count 2 of 2. Don't think you can get that available anymore. It's an old kit. It's old China kit. The chart's a pig, but anyway. This is next one. I started that as part of March Madness. Stitched on a 25 count Ghana, 1/1 in ivory, full cross. I think I'm already about 25% on. That's down for a finish next year, I think. I sometimes take it to swimming when I take the kids. Next is a piece I take camping, which is this was from the bi-monthly, Caterpillar Club. I can't remember what the club was called now. And this one's called Shine Bright Club Box even. So it's all the kit stuff, and that's all I've got. So literally when I go camping, I've just got a literally copy of the chart and the threads and this, scissors, done. Nothing else. So it gets a little bit of love. I have put it down for 5 days stitching, proper stitching, next year, just because I want to get some progress on it. If you've been with my channel for a while, you'd know I finished my husband's stocking, and I replaced it with this, also for him, which is a Terry Pratchett reference, Binky and Death. I picked that up as a chart from eBay, from the designer's eBay shop. You can get it as a kit. I chose to do it on my own fabric, which is Cloud Summer Sky, which is a fabric flare, 32 count. And you can see I've had a quite pathetic start, but it's meant to look like clouds. Husband chose the fabric. So there's like quite a lot of dark blues and purples to go on that. So yeah, they're the threads. I absolutely love the colour of the thread on that. Next is my anniversary piece. So this is a finish, down for a finish before October, by Nye Cross Stitch. and it's on a 32 count ivory even weave, and I have not made any attempt to measure or cut this, so literally that's my start. I am changing up the colours. I like nice patterns, but I wish I had symbols in. They're just literally a colour chart, so just a quick heads up. But she's from Wales, and I've realised I've left my block party downstairs, so you're going to have to bear with me 1 second. So this is my jingle ball start, and I signed up for the class, but you didn't have to do pre-stitching. So this is Kathy Haverman's hand-on design, Jingle Bells block party. I haven't got the pins. Don't think I will be getting the pins. We all tried having a look from the UK. They don't ship direct to the UK, and then it was expensive from other places. I've got the pins before, but they came with 1, 2, 3 stitch for the mend block, but I haven't started that yet. It's on a 32 count linen in platinum. That is the end, so that's the whole block. Excuse all the hanging threads. I've literally had a mare with this. I literally every time counting, like miscounting, and that's to this is currently still 1 stitch shorter, so this is sitting 1 stitch higher at the minute. So hopefully I've put the rest of the framework in to be able to make sure I stay where I need to be, to get that finished. I am not going to get that finished before the 2nd of January when the video comes down for the jingle ball. That's when all the access stops. Not quite stitched for within all the call for DMC. I had to substitute a yellow, but she's given us all the instructions in written form. I've made notes on them. I'll rewatch the video before it gets taken down. But it's very similar to how you finish a biscornu. So hopefully I should be alright with that. It's just in timeout a little bit. If I'm completely honest, it's in timeout. So I know I'm not going to get it finished before the 2nd of January, so I'm not going to force myself to do it. Do love it, want to stitch some more. I think I pressured myself so much to try and get it all done. I kept making mistakes over and over, and then skip the frog and frog. Yeah, it can stay there for now. So that is it in terms of the WIP parade. Yeah, so 24 WIPs, and I haven't shown you Balpazar. Like I said, the Pokemon one, because that got finished. What was the other things I finished? Little Penguin Cell got finished. Quiet Please Cell got finished. So yeah, I've got 3 things that I haven't shown on my normal Flosstube. Have I shown you Little Penguin Cell? I think I might have shown you that one. When did I finish that? Yeah, I think I might have shown you that one. So it's just 2 that I haven't shown on my normal Flosstube. In terms of plans next year, I'll pop a picture of my go boarding. Yeah, so a lot of these I spoke about along the way. I would actually like to finish and fully finish that Jingle Bell block party. There's a few days work on. Friends I need to look up. I was going to put a percentage, but I'm just going to say finished top half on that now. So literally I'm making the plans as I'm going along as well. Yes, there's quite a few finishes on there, or completer parts on some of the cells. Even in the garden came in parts, and I'm on, technically the centre isn't part 1, but I'm calling it part 1. So technically I'm working on part 1, but it's part 2. The line which is the wardrobe one, it's going to be the part that I'm working on plus the next part. Beach Bliss, I'd like to get to 10%, and it is currently at, where are we currently at with that one? It's currently at 6.46%. So as long as I get some progress on that, I'm happy. Oops. Now I'm closing the file, don't want to do that. Netflix, I'd like to, I say complete a part. Idea, I'd like to get more done. Strawberry Fields Forever is down for a finish, so it's always remember. Opening Gambit, I'd like to get to 15%. I don't feel like I've picked that up that much, even though I started it. Oh, is it? Oh no, that was last year's start. So that's currently at 5.79%. So yeah, that would be quite a move forward if I can get that done. Other things are finish the sampler book pages. Sorry, the sun's really coming through now. So get all the pages done. Covers on the WIP Go board. I need to finish the next Pokemon song for next year. Ideally, I'd like to get, I want to say it, Darth Vader. That could be a bit of an ask. Depends how it goes next time I get it out. Stitching on the because it's like black on black and navy on black at the minute. And there's quite a lot of that throughout. So yeah, the other thing is to get, so at the minute I've got everything on a spreadsheet, and my goal is to move across to Notion, which I've started to do using Natty's template, although I have added a couple of extra bits into that. So I've been watching Lizzie Frizzy Stitches, her video, and I've been watching some other videos. So I've added a couple of extra bits in there, just like extra information, like is it gift stitching. I think with all the patterns that I've got, I think I need to put some sort of, what priority is it? Is it it needs to be the next thing I need to start, or I want to start that this year, or I want to start it next year, or is it just a pattern that won't get done straight away? So I'm looking at myself in the camera. Yeah. So their plans. There's definitely sorry. In terms of planned starts, Dressmaker's Daughter, which will be my New Year's Day start, although I will be joining into the hashtag on the 8th of January with what's your channel called? The Runner Stitcher, if that's not right I'll put it up here. He's doing a first memorabilia sale, so it doesn't matter if it's your first ever or first of that year. I will be joining as a first ever. It's the only one I own. I keep looking at the Nora Corbett, not the Pixies, the Witches. There's quite a few of those I like, but I'll see how I get on with the Mirabilia. I do not need to add anything more to my... So I keep looking at Chatelaine. Carolyn Manning will be a start in May. I want to do that. And Home of a Needleworker 2. I can't remember if that's September, October. I think it's October, maybe, with Belushi stitches. She mentioned it on the channel a while ago. I don't know if that's still the plan. Definitely check out her channel if you are interested in Evening in the Park or just Chatelaine in general. It's her first one and she dove straight in, pretty much the same as I did, because there wasn't that much content out there. I know Teresa Little Stitch has got odd bits on her channel, and Nadine's X Stitch, Nad's X Stitch, she's got like a finished video of hers on there, talking about the threads and how much you need of each thread, things like that. I definitely wouldn't kit one up myself. It'd either be a European cross stitch or Hawkins Hobbies. If I have bought one, I have not kitted it up. I think I'm going to wait on that. I did get some Christmas money, which I'm holding on to, because I'm trying to decide what I really want to do and what I want to buy. Although Lakeside have currently got DMC for 89p each, so I'm quite tempted to put an order in, but I think I just want to get to the minimum order value without spending too much. So yeah, the only one that's not kitted up out of that is the Carolyn Manning one, and I need to decide which one I'm going to do and buy it. I have got the freebie one that she did, called Arctic Blast. I'm not sure, I might do that. I like Beachcomber as well, that's on George Gill Stitching channel. Sorry, your name's escaping me in a minute. Yeah, and then there was a stained glass one on Mama Bear Stitchery, Debbie, I think. Terrible with names, can't you tell? I can remember the channel name, but then channel name and name. So yeah, there's quite a few plans in there. Whether I achieve all of them sorry, whether I achieve all of them is another thing. I need to look back at what my goals were for the start of this year, to see how well I've done. I know I slipped off with the fully finishing and the letters each month, but I'm quite happy with the progress that I've made on everything. I can't remember what the other things were that I put down. I think finish a UFO was one of them, didn't do that. So yeah, we shall see. Right, I'm not going to see you before the new year, so I hope you all have a good New Year's. I'll be back in January, either with the finish parade or my normal Flosstube. I'm not sure which one's going to come first. And I can hear the kids, so it's definitely lunchtime and I need to go. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Giveaway. What should the word be? Use the word I just need to think of something. Use the word Santa. You tell what I was looking at, can't you? Yeah, use the word Santa. The gift card will be £25 or your equivalent for an online needlework shop. So I can do like Lakeside, or I can do like 123 Stitch. Just make sure that the shop that you want it from offers the online option. Don't say giveaway or any of those words. Please be 18. I'd like it if you liked and subscribed the video, and I will draw that in my next regular Flosstube, or possibly the one after. Depends when I record. If it's early January, I'll leave it till the next one, but if it's later in January, I will draw it then. But I can update you in the next video as to the drawing. Thank you, and like I say, hope you have a good new year, and I will see you in 2024. Bye for now.